Hello, this is Chef Brad, America's Grain Guy with the Wondermill Company, giving you a wonderful new holiday recipe, mashed potatoes. Who doesn't love mashed potatoes, and would it be a holiday meal without them? Absolutely not. We're going to give you a couple different options here how to do them to make them quick, easy, and most of all, tasty. So I love my mixer. The mixer is for everything, and we're going to just whip our potatoes in here. And when I do a mashed potato, I like to use the white skin potatoes so I don't even have to peel them. I've cooked them in my pressure cooker. They're kind of big potatoes, so I cooked them in there for about 12 minutes in the pressure cooker. Now I'm going to toss the potatoes in here with all of the wonderful ingredients. And you could just stop right there and serve them and keep them warm. But I'm going to show you how to prepare them ahead of time, put them in the refrigerator, and then slide them in the oven on your holiday dinner day. Have them baked for about 30 to 40 minutes, and you're going to have the best mashed potatoes you've ever eaten. So the first thing we're going to do, we have our bowl here. We're going to put our potatoes in the bowl. And I have some hot potatoes here. I'm just going to cut them. They're pretty warm. Cut them right in half and drop them down in the bowl. Oh my goodness, they're actually really hot. That one doesn't need to be cut. This one needs to be cut. Sometimes I'll make up my potatoes in the pressure cooker with the Fagor electric pressure cooker we like to use, and just put them back in there on the keep warm mode, and then they're ready when we're ready to eat. But today we're doing an oven method. Another potato, our last potato right here. And we're just going to kind of turn these on and drop the potatoes down a little bit so we can add the other ingredient. Just going to turn that on. And look how quickly that just takes our potatoes and whips them up. Now we're going to add the other ingredients. I love cream cheese in my potatoes, so I'm going to put some cream cheese in there. And of course, you have to have butter in your potatoes. So we're going to put some, I love butter, so let's just go ahead and put a whole cube of butter in. And then we want to add some mozzarella cheese because they're going to make them nice and cheesy. Don't forget the salt. You got to have salt in your potatoes. Potato without salt is the worst thing. Now we're going to put a little bit of fresh ground pepper in there. And if you want to loosen them up a little bit, add milk, or buttermilk is always a great option for potatoes. So we're going to turn this on again. Have another potato in there. I'll just throw that one in there too. Okay, then we're going to add a little bit of buttermilk to loosen them up just a little bit. Beautiful. It whips them up perfectly. So once the potatoes are whipped, we're going to just go ahead and turn that off. And now we're going to make the crust for the potatoes. So for the crust, you can do pretty much anything you want. I have some right here. This is Honey Nut Clusters cereal. One of the few good uses for this kind of thing. We're going to put that in there, a little bit of brown sugar. We're creating a nice crust, so we're going to add some brown sugar, some coconut, and we want to put in some pecans. If you can't do nuts, you don't have to put it in there. And then we want to put a little bit of melted butter over this, and a couple tablespoons of fresh ground flour. And that's the spelt flour. Now we're just going to mix all of this up. This is going to be beautiful. I'm going to put just a little bit more butter on that. There we go. Perfect. And we want this to kind of be a savory, sweet thing. So we have some fresh ground pepper here. Put some fresh ground pepper in and some fresh ground rosemary. This is going to be beautiful. Mix that up in there. Doesn't smell like it has enough rosemary in it. A little bit more rosemary. There we go. Okay, now we're going to take our potatoes and we're going to put them in a dish, and then we're going to cover with the topping and bake them. So we have our holiday dish right here. And we have our potatoes. Beautiful. scoop these potatoes down in here. Look how creamy and nice they are. They're lovely. Oh, that's beautiful, beautiful. Okay, scrape all that out of there. Spread this where it's nice and smooth. And then we have our crust. We're going to take our crust and put this over the top. When you scoop this out, you get this nice, wonderful crust on the top. Creamy, buttery potatoes in the middle. Now this dish, you can take this and wrap this up with some saran wrap, put it in the refrigerator, and it will be good in there for 3 or 4 days, so you can get one more thing done before that big holiday rush of getting the mill out. And then you're going to want to put it in a 350-degree oven and bake it until it's a golden brown and bubbly. And this is going to be about 30 to 40 minutes baking time. I hope you enjoy these potatoes as much as I do. Coconut crust potatoes right out of the oven. The potatoes are nice and creamy, and look at that beautiful golden coconut nut crust on the top. These are going to be a hit for sure. Don't you wish you were coming to my house for dinner?